everybody's having a fabulous start to your day today. I am peeling potatoes. I'm making a roast because the easiest thing is to put stuff in a crock pot. And to be honest, I don't even do that half the time. That's like even a lot for me. It's the truth. So I hope everybody's having a fabulous start to your day today. I'm hopping on because it is about to be holiday time. We have Thanksgiving coming, Christmas coming, tons of holidays, which is tons of family time. And I can remember going through my divorce, the very first Christmas and Thanksgiving. Actually, it would have started with Halloween for me, which would have been like the biggest, I guess like holiday that we were celebrating or participating in, I guess you should say. And a big event, I guess, of the year. And with our kids. And so my ex-husband, we did everything with his family. Everything. Because it's just me and then my mom and dad here in town. Everybody else, family-wise, is out of town or in a different state. So we didn't get together that much for things. So my family, and me and my kids, obviously, we'd all go to his parents' house for everything. And it's his mom's birthday on Halloween. So we would trick or treat and then go celebrate his mom's birthday together. So I can remember trick-or-treating. We did trick-or-treat together for Halloween, and then I dropped the kids off with him, left, and I was the only one not going to the party anymore, and I drove home, and I can remember crying the whole way home because I'm not just giving up the party, or my ex-husband. I'm giving up the whole experience, the family, my holidays, my things are going to change now. And, of course, you want to keep the kids' stuff the same as much as you can and still let them participate just as they always have. So then Thanksgiving came and my kids went over to his family's house for Thanksgiving. And, we don't have a big Thanksgiving, so they do, and there they're going to go. And then Christmas morning. That was really hard because my ex-husband actually came over Christmas morning, came over to our house the first Christmas and brought gifts and everything for the kids, and we opened gifts as usual, which I was really grateful for that experience because as a parent, it doesn't feel the same. It's awkward, it's uncomfortable. Christmas doesn't feel like Christmas. You're anticipating what it's going to be when they leave. You kind of just like really anticipating that I can't wait till this is a distant memory thing. Here I am, this is going to be my fourth Christmas now. And it feels like a distant memory, and a new routine has been established and set, and everybody knows what to expect and how it's, feels a lot better about it now. So for that, I am beyond grateful. But I know exactly what it feels like to go through the first holiday season separated, and you anticipate how your kids are going to feel, and you want to make it as fun and normal as possible, but you don't feel like having fun and it being normal. So I know exactly what that's like, and the only advice I have is it's going to get better. I know that's kind of shitty advice. There's really nothing you can say. Feel the way you're going to feel, because if you hide it, it's just going to come back, and it's going to take a long time to go away. So feel the way you're going to feel about it, and establishing new comfort zones, new boundaries, all of that is just really hard. And everybody else, do you ever, this kind of sounds silly, but do you ever feel like when you have the flu or you're sick, you just feel like so detached from the world? You just feel like this robot or like alien walking around, at the grocery store or wherever you got to go, because you're just so out of it. And everyone else is going about their day, and you just are like, you just don't recognize anything. Nothing feels the same because you just feel like crap when you're sick. That's kind of how this divorce stuff can feel. Like you're just so detached and you're not really sure what to gravitate to or how to make it better or how to make it stop. And I'll tell you that time is the only thing. Time is the only thing. And I can only say that now because I have so many years of it behind me that time is the only thing that really helps and made it better. And then knowing that your kids are going to be okay. Knowing that you're not scarring them, and even if they're sad, my son, he's 8, almost 9. I have a 9 and a 12-year-old almost. Their birthdays are December and January. It's like mind-blowing to me. I just don't even know. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem normal to say that I have a 9 and 12-year-old. Anyways, my son will still come off a weekend with his dad and feel sad. Or get the little tears in his eyes at bedtime, or I miss dad. And it's heartbreaking for me because sometimes you can feel responsible for that. And it's taken a lot of time for me to learn how to talk myself back out of that. And I don't want to, I've gone through different scenarios, because you're not really sure what to do. Like, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, ever. So I'm just going through different scenarios. Sometimes I try to distract him and be silly and fun or make jokes. And then I'm like, am I being insensitive? Am I not, really, does he need me right now? And I'm not being there. So then I've tried the let's call dad, or, sorry, that was not me. That was my dog. She burps after she takes one bite of food or drinks anything. So you've tried all the different things, and now that holiday season is coming, and your normal routines of how you would do stuff is all going to be put into play, and this might be your very first holiday season, alone possibly. Christmas morning for me, my husband came, we all opened gifts, he left with the kids. I cried. That's just what happened. And it was like, and then I could remember too, because this was like an awkward moment where he looked at me and he was like, do you need a hug? I wanted to die. And I also wanted to murder him. I don't need a hug. Get out of here. I don't need comfort from you. I was so angry, of course, whatever. I still get angry sometimes. You're going off and taking the kids and going and doing your normal, and I'm here by myself, just with the mess of Christmas, sitting here left alone. And knowing that they're off having a good time, and I know everything that they're doing, and I'm no longer a part of that. And that hurts, and that sucks. And just creating new normals and new routines, and time is the only thing that makes that feel better. But if you feel really bad, that's totally normal and okay. And you don't have to put on a fake smile. You want to, of course, do the best you can for your kids all the time, no matter if you're divorced or not. I mean, happily married couples have to put on happy faces for their kids all the time. So us divorced moms or dads, we're no different. So don't let anybody make you feel that way. I had somebody look at me the other day, and we were talking about, the way we walk into work and stuff like that, or, if you don't have makeup on your face and stuff, if you're, people are don't recognize you, it's like, oh, are you sick? Oh, is there something wrong? And I had someone reference the other day, and they're like, oh yeah, are you going through a divorce? That's not necessarily the first thought process. You know what I mean? I didn't know whether to take that as a relating to me or kind of offensive. I'm unsure. Everybody goes through stuff. Maybe this is your first year of losing a grandparent, going through the holiday season, not just going through a divorce. Maybe, you've lost, any loved one or pet or whatever, or you're just feeling down, you're going through a spout of depression, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be a divorce. We all go through something, and this may be your first holiday while going through it, and it's okay, because luckily, they come around again next year, and then you can just learn how to do it better and better each and every single year. And it's okay to feel the way that you feel about it this year. But you're not alone feeling that way. So if you're thinking that you're the only one home alone because your kids were sent off with their mom or their dad over the holiday season and you're home alone, you're not the only one. That's for sure. Jesse and I created a new normal. So once he was in my life and we were celebrating holidays together, his kids are with their mom Christmas morning, and my kids are with their dad. After we celebrate here, they go off and they're gone for the day, and we made the best of it. I think last year we posted a picture of us eating our big breakfast on the couch and watching Christmas movies, and I can remember the very first year I was crying, and last year I was smiling. So that was all the difference of time and a special somebody. but that was time. So hang in there and know that you're not alone going through the holidays, even if it may feel that way sometimes. And then that whole dreaded, like, we have to hang out with our family and they're going to ask us a million questions that we don't want to answer, or pretend like they feel bad for us, but they actually have no idea what's going on. That's also really irritating as well. It's either they don't acknowledge it and don't talk about it, so then you don't feel like anyone cares, or they talk about it too much in a way that you don't even understand, and I just want you to shut up. So I feel you. Sometimes it's just a lose-lose all around, but you're not alone, and there's a bunch of us feeling that way, and I've gone through that process before. So I wish you much happiness through your holiday season this year. Next week, Thanksgiving. So I am hosting for the very first time Thanksgiving at my house. Now, when I say hosting, really what that means is I'm just the space. Like, you're just coming over to my house to use my house, because the entire meal will be brought here. I don't cook it. That's true. This is something that I can't get past. Like, I'm not a super anal person when it comes to cleaning, but I like a clean house. But especially when people are coming over, I want to clean my kitchen before you get here. So I don't want you to come over, and I don't want to be like in the midst of cooking the meal. My house isn't that big, so if my kitchen is messy, it just looks like the entire house is messy. Like, I didn't clean up before you got here. It's like if the kitchen's clean, then you just assume the rest of the house is. So I really hate the idea of having to like cook in my, and I don't cook, so it's just easier that way. My dad's like, can you host it? I said, yeah. Can you bring all the food? Like, yep, perfect. So it's gonna be a clean kitchen. You're just gonna show up, and I'm gonna say dinner served. It's gonna be perfect. So. Anyways, hopefully we'll talk between now and then, but in case not, have a happy Thanksgiving, and I will talk to you so soon. Bye.